Just a little discussion on animal behavior. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I have been out here feeding goats, and I'm no stranger to livestock or other animals, right? And I'm very well aware when there's like a group of animals, kind of like what you see here, and you start feeding them, like I just fed them watermelon. And, so I know that sometimes animals can get competitive, and then there's like food aggression and this kind of stuff, right? And that's exactly what happened today. But I wanted to kind of have a talk with you all about it, and they're still kind of aggressive. You can hear them, right? So I was feeding them like watermelon and other food scraps, which they're happily munching on now. And so I have this food carton in my hand, and as you might can't see it, but there's like a little fence here. And so one of them jumped on the, you see kind of like how he's doing there, jumped on the fence and took the carton right out of my hand, right? So he's like, I don't want to be handed food. I'm going to take the whole thing for myself. So that started a chain reaction, and everybody started to get violent with Dr. Jones, right? And so they're like, battering the fence, and you can see them standing up now. They still want more. They haven't had enough, I guess. And so they started battering the fence with their horns, because some of them have horns. And then one of them decided to get me. So he just, chomped down on my hair and like started chomping and yanking on that. Oh man, I said, oh wow, so I had to back up off of it and give him some space, right? But I think that's a lesson, and something that I'm going to talk to you all about, and sort of how this relates in terms of animal and human behavior. Animals can be aggressive, and you never truly know an animal sometimes, especially when they're around others, right? But it's kind of like they want what they want when they want it, and things can tend to escalate. And as you all know, I get on here and talk to you all about abuse and relationships all the time. Let that be a lesson in human behavior as well. Sometimes a lot of you are, thinking about leaving a relationship that is toxic. One of the things that I hear the most is like, well, this person has never displayed this type of aggression or this type of aggression. They've only been emotionally abusive, or they've only been verbally abusive. But they've never physically harmed me or tried to take me out or anything. So I feel as though they're not going to ever do that to me. What I would like to say is, if a person or animal can be violent towards you in one way, never underestimate their capacity to escalate and get like totally physically aggressive with you. These animals are fenced in, and I, out of generosity, wanted to feed them some extra food. And, it's a simple enough activity, but things just took off really fast, right? And before you know it, I'm, trying to get my hair back on, like trying to fight this animal to get my hair out of his mouth. And as you can see, there's some of it that's still kind of wet with his saliva on it. But anyhow, just, always be careful, always be aware of your surroundings, and never underestimate a person's, capacity for violence, because, even a person that you've never seen it from before can certainly turn into a completely different animal, so to speak. Hope that helps. Thanks so much.